It's me, Jackie Daytona, regular human bartender. Just got that sticker in off Etsy. I thought that was kind of funny. I like that show. I thought I'd do a not a to be read, but what the hell? I can't think of it. Camera comes on, I cannot even talk. Kind of review. Very poor review. I'll go ahead and admit that up front. But thought I'd try it. So here we go. So what I've read so far since this year started. First one is Martha Wells' Murderbot Diaries, first book, novella, All Systems Red. Really enjoyed it. You know, I'd heard a few other YouTube channels talking about it and thought I'd try it out. Real short read, won't take you long. And it's basically your first introduction to this robot that seems semi-human, I guess, and really, really good. I would definitely recommend it if you like sci-fi and stuff like that. But anyways, pretty cool. I don't want to give away spoilers. I think it's just better to, tell you my thoughts on it. But good short book. Can't wait to read the other ones. Hard to find the books, actual books, so you can pay a mint, it seems like, to get all the first 4 novellas, and then obviously her new one that's out, which is a little bit longer, is easier to find. But finding these was hard, so I just bought them on my iPad here. So All Systems Red by Martha Wells, Murderbot Diaries, novella 1 was really good. So next one I finished this past week was Deep Storm by Lincoln Child, and it's really I guess it's my first time to read this author, and I would say it was sci-fi-ish for sure. It's basically about this doctor, Dr. Crane, not Dr. Fraser Crane, but different one, Peter. Maybe it's his third brother we never heard about, but he is called to this drilling rig, which, being in the oil and gas industry, I had kind of piqued my interest in looking at the cover, which the cover's real cool, and then they put a bunch of shit on it so you can hardly see the cool artwork. And down at the bottom you can see where they're drilling to, and what's really below this drilling rig is what's interesting, is that they've started to get some signals from something, and the book is basically about what those signals could be. And by the end of the novel, they kind of point to what they think it is, and basically I don't know if I should say if that's, I'm not going to say. Anyways, it's really good, and it has action and, kind of a sci-fi feel for it, obviously. But definitely recommend it. I bought his other book called Wolf Moon or Full Wolf Moon or something like that, so I'm interested to try that out because I really enjoyed my first read of this author. This looks backwards to me, so I'm assuming it's not to y'all. That's probably a dumb thing to say, but anyways, I'm not editing this because I don't have those skills. So I've read those two, enjoyed both, would recommend them. Like if I was talking to a friend of mine, I'd say, yeah, get it. Again, I'm not the most well-read person, but enjoying that. And then I've decided to finish this trilogy. It's the Han Solo trilogy. Good friend of mine in Colorado, wearing a shirt. Not his shirt, this is my shirt. Not that kind of friends, although probably did wear each other's stuff back in the day. But so this is Rebel Dawn, and just started it, and it's really good so far. This is where you find out how he got the Millennium Falcon, and it's been great so far. Again, I'm not very far into it, but really enjoying it. The first two really enjoyed a lot. We'll definitely let you know how that one goes. And then I thought I'd just show a couple books that I picked up recently from a book haul. And I'm sorry I didn't bring these up. Picked up this one, Republic Commando True Colors. Have no idea. I haven't read very many Star Wars books, but maybe 5, 6, something like that. And that was really good. And wanted to show you one other one, and God dang it if it's not over there. So just hold tight, don't move. I'm still here. Don't leave. Okay, sorry. So I picked up this at the local library here has a section of their library where you can take all these books for free, just do a donation. You know, it's a Friends of a Library type sale. So I'm always going over there once a week and picking up some books and making a donation or whatever, and always just found some great books. That Deep Storm book I bought, and 3 months later I walked in there and it was sitting there. So never know what you're gonna find. I picked this one up. I thought this was pretty cool, Emperors of Rome by David Potter. And it's a, it's just kind of a, I don't think it's probably too in-depth, but good enough for, thought a beginner's kind of introduction to all that. So read a little bit of it so far, and it's been great. So, and then the next one that I just actually picked this up and then read it real fast. These are not very big, and for whatever reason, music biographies I seem to fly through. I'm not a fast reader by any means, but these I just throw them down like candy. So this is Rust in Peace, the inside story of the Megadeth masterpiece. It's got a foreword by Slash, but really good book. If you are fans of his other book, it's very similar, has a very similar tone. If you know the author, well, Dave Mustaine, I'm sure he had somebody write it with him, but he has a cantankerous, to say the least, attitude. But that's Dave, right? So to know him, I guess, is to love him, as they say. But he's got that kind of same combative tone throughout this book, and it's a good book. If you're interested in that album, this is kind of what was going on behind it. Some stuff about the stories. It's got some pictures in it too. And what's interesting about it is it talks to some of the other band members and their take of things, and the way they felt about things obviously is different than sometimes what Dave will say about it. And you wonder at the end of this book, you're like, man, are these guys still friends? But who knows? One of my favorite bands anyway. So good book. Any of these music biographies I seem to really enjoy. I'm always looking for one. I want to read Rob Halford's new one called Confess. One of my favorite singers and real interesting guys, I think. Would be very interesting to see what that's about. So I'd like to get that this year. I think that's it. I've got a bunch of other books too, and I hate to keep running off camera and doing that because I'm sure that's not professional, but and maybe one day I'll do a book tour. I just got my shelves all set up and built everything. Hey, look at this guy. Watch him for a while. He's always got some great book reviews and recommendations, and will kill your TBR. So that is it, and y'all have a good night.